we're not here to dictate, we're here to be supportive. And so what we do need to do is understand what people are after and provide options for them.
The design becomes the fundamental part of the build. When we talk to homeowners who want to start their build process, they don't quite know what's important. Therefore, we recommend they come to talk to people in Superhome Movement, because we can then guide them through the journey of designing.
And I can tell you, with every single meeting I have with prospective clients, their demands are so different. You know, there can be health issues, there can be communication issues, there can be issues with having a private spot, a spot to retreat, to read a book, being away from the children, but then also, you know, finding a common place in the house where everyone can come together and enjoy family life. So all these aspects need to be combined.
I'm an architect myself, and quite often I found out that homeowners spend less time designing and thinking about the layout of their house than their time they will spend on choosing a new car and the specs for the new car. And quite often I try to emphasize on that, because this is very important. Half of your life is going to be spent at home. You're going to be sleeping, eating, whatever, but like you spend a big section of your life at home. So it's very important to make sure like the house you design for yourself is fit for you and is set up yourself for a better future. And quite often we'll look at materials, we'll look at like the layout, but there is how we work through architecture, how we practice architecture, how do we, the usage of the house is kind of very important. It's crucial to have that strong discussion about how do you want to live in this house. Forget about how you used to or what you used to, what do you want to have now?
Different sites, you know, different orientation, different wishes, what needs to be covered by the house. We just had a really good conversation about what this initial design idea was from the first house on the design tour, and then how we developed that into a new home.
The type of people that usually comes to me are very broad. Like I see from like someone who is renting a house to a $10 million house being built. So the range is kind of extreme. I have people who are very specialized and they want to be bang for buck and they're looking for being eco-friendly. Some people, they're more focus on good design and good detailing. Some people, they don't want any formaldehyde in all the building construction, so we're looking at very organic materials.
Some people are on board with it, some people aren't. But I find once you educate the client and explain things, especially about making sure your house is more insulated, making sure it's airtight, making sure you have a really great ventilation system. Once they actually understand those principles, they're a lot more on board.
And rather than talking about cold data, we're looking at the feeling of a house, and whether it be that you want it to be warm, whether that you want light, whether it's that you want to have less sound coming in. You start talking about U values and all that, where actually they just want to know, am I going to be warm? Am I going to be comfortable? Is it going to save me money in energy bills? That's what we want people to do. And we also have to acknowledge then, depending on what their budget is, what we can get them into.
Aesthetics, proportions, the relation to the environment, your neighborhood, you know, that all that really fits in. And a very, very big point for me is, and hopefully for my clients as well, is actually who lives in that house in the future. What is the lifestyle of my clients? What are their needs?